Hey guys, it's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. We are here at the Piston Powered Autorama. We're joined by Zack Gillespie, and behind us is his 1970 Chevelle with a 540 big block Chevy twin turbo engine, and it's going to be our engine of the week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pengrade, Precision Performance Pengrade, always the original green oil. Elring Das Original, leading technology, leading service. And NPW and Engine and Performance Warehouse for all your parts needs.
Zack, thanks so much for giving us some time today here at the Piston Powered Autorama show. I know people are just starting to file in on day one here. You were telling us about the big block Chevy that you got in the car, and we'd love to know more about it. Can you tell us a little bit about the build that you got?
Yeah, so it's 1970 Chevelle. It's dark block 540. Cali's Magnum crank, Oliver rods, Weisco custom coated pistons, Plasma Man intake, ID 2000 injectors. Got a set of smaller turbos for 540, just because I'm mainly on the street, so it's a set of Borg Warner S471s that were done by Work Turbochargers. So custom headers. A lot of little goodies under there. So
I complimented you on the Plasma Man intake. Obviously that's a nice custom piece there on top.
Yes. Piece of artwork on top. So
and
for sure.
You were saying, unfortunately, you were trying not to modify the stock hood there. But
yes. Yeah. So went with the Plasma Man, thinking I was going to have enough hood clearance to be able to shut the hood and not have to cut it, but ended up having to cut the hood anyways. It is what it is, especially when you're modifying things. You got to cut things. Things got to go. So my friends over at Muffler Boss in Northfield, they've been helping me out, and they're actually the ones that cut the hood for me, because I was like, if I do it, I'm going to go right through the upper portion of the hood. So
you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, they knocked it out, and they've been doing all the hot and cold side and stuff like that for me. So, and they're going through everything, making sure it's all right. So.
Awesome, very good. Zack, you told us about some of the bottom end, rotating assembly parts. How about up in the top end and the cylinder heads? Do you have any custom things there?
So it's a set of AFR 305 heads, which are kind of small, but I did have them custom machined, so they're out to about 317s right now. Got the exhaust valves redone and everything like that. Went with a custom comp cam. So custom comp cam. Trying to think of what else. There's so much else.
Any other valve train components that you customized within the AFR heads, or did it kind of come with?
No, everything's more or less. I don't want to say stock, because obviously it's not stock, but Winter Performance Machine is the one that ended up going through them. Straub Tech is actually the ones that actually machined them for me. And I actually used them on the last 540 engine I had in the car, but that was NA. So Winter Performance, they went through and redid them for this application.
So you mentioned that you had a previous 540 big block that was naturally aspirated. Now you got the twin turbo setup.
Yes.
You want to talk about the difference there in the horsepower and just your desire for the turbo?
So about 7 years ago, I went out to Drag Week when I was out here at Norwalk Raceway. Saw other guys that were running big block turbos, and I'm like, I want to have one of those someday. So 7 years later, car's been down for about a year, getting all the work and stuff, because the body came off the frame, epoxy brace the frame and everything, and that was a desire to go with that. The last engine, when it was on the dyno, it was right at 650 horsepower and 638 foot-pounds of torque. I don't know how, but that got kind of boring. Decided to throw turbos on it, and initially it was just going to be turbo the last engine, and then I went down the rabbit hole and changed up the rear end.
Started fresh.
Yeah, TRZ with housing, with strange components in it. Rossler TH400. So it's more or less a race car that I'll use mostly on the street. But I'll keep the boost low and just enjoy it. you know, that's going to be the main thing. I got two young boys and a wife, and we like to cruise, so wife has no idea what happens with this car. She'll find out this weekend.
There you go, yeah.
So
very good. And how long have you had the Chevelle?
So I've had this about, I think it was like 7-8 years now. So I think this is like the 4th engine combination I've had into it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Hopefully it'll be the last one, and I'll be content with everything, and have more than enough room to grow.
Those are bold words.
Yeah. So you were asking about horsepower, and in this one with the turbos and everything, the engine should handle over 2,000 if I wanted it.
Yeah.
You know, the turbos will be limited around 1,800 crank.
Okay.
But honestly, you know, I want to see 4 figures on a dyno. It should be easy to accomplish with low boost, and then back it off and cruise it. So, you know, get the cage and everything in it, and hopefully I could, you know, run it at the track and put down
have some fun on the street and the track.
Exactly. So I got a Dominator in there, so I'll be able to have multiple tunes. Doing flex fuel, have a Rick's tank that's going in with a 7 gallon per minute pump. So,
really nice,
definitely
nice setup. Yeah. Well, hey, you did it the right way, and you know, it pays off, and hopefully you get to have some fun with it soon.
Right. So yeah, hopefully before long.
Awesome. Well, Zach, again, we appreciate the time. Thanks for walking us through the build. Guys, we appreciate you watching. Make sure you check out Engine Builder Magazine for more engine content, and we'll see you guys next time.